Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera. Well, I think my topic comes just perfectly pitched. Not that I wished it this way. I did not. I least expected that my topic would be presented after Chen's. He's on GPI certification. Anyway, before I get into the details, you'll know why I'm saying that. As was explained, I'm just a mechanical engineer like any one of you sitting in front. I'm not an expert at seafood like Chen, because 27 years, I went into the green area or sphere, whatever you want to call it, out of passion. I've been 27 years in the corporate world. I didn't touch into medical, mechanical engineering work in all the spheres of engineering, as was explained. I'm not going to walk through my history. I left the corporate world last year and just had a passion for green and went into it. I shall explain what I shall do, but to be honest, I'm not, I'm just sort of sharing here. I'm not a seafood, I'm learning. Gurus like me have been and been around. Back to the subject, as I said, just as I was saying, I just came to know about these principles, because from whatever went to the website, like once you leave the corporate world, you have a lot of time to sit at home and walk through the internet. You see that construction is the greatest pollution, 30%. Again, this is from the chairman of the World Green Council, not my words. I didn't want to take that. So I found this construction technology fascinating. It's called Koto. It's not Japanese. The patent inventor and expert is called Kane Telford. He's very much in Kampong Subang. Okay, Kane Telford. That's where the That's where the K and T comes. O is just letter O. Koto in Japanese is a musical instrument. Pasal itu, he just gave the name Koto. It's basically to solve the global housing. His passion is to solve the construction. You can use it for anything. Koto invented the principle to mass produce with accurate tolerances. As I said, I'm just a marketing consultant, it's a passion. I'm just trying to evangelize this around. A complete range of energy efficient composite building products through high speed processing lines. That's written in red. As you can see, high speed processing lines. So now what is construction and where is high speed processing? You'll see that. This is a totally, integrated construction technology. The foundations, the walls, the partition walls, the floor, the roof, the columns, the beams, the fences, the staircase, the fire doors, the fire pots, and the lintels can all be developed by Koto on a mass-produced processing line in any global location at affordable rates. Now this is the key line. It may sound, I don't know what you call it. I'm not going to put words in people's mouth. As I said, this is my passion and I'm just a consultant to them. But this is something that can be done from a production floor. Where can you use it? You can use it for low-cost housing, upmarket homes, commercial, high-rise buildings, specialized buildings, and a beautiful subtle features. It can be used for hot, for tropical, for sub-zero climates, even fluctuating temperatures, and it can even take WC60 cyclonic wind load conditions. Pretty amazing. As I said, it can be used for anything and it has all these features. I have all the data with me. If anyone wants to know further, please keep in touch with me. As I said, you've got only 20 minutes here. And what are the benefits? It's low cost. As I said, it's like saying, if you want to do a home, can you imagine doing all the things that I said earlier, the walls, the lintels, too much study in a factory? Bring it to the construction site. In layman's, I speak like a layman here because I'm a layman. You do up the home or a condo like something like a Lego. But everything is certified by CIRIM and things like that. It's high speed, it's green, it's energy efficient. And one of the key features is the R value. R value is the coefficient. I'm not an expert architect, but people understand this amount of heat it takes in. Normal brick, cement and steel construction is 0.62. But for this composite material, And by the way, koto walls or buildings can be done from anything. You can make koto walls, as I said, the show house is in Subang, the factory is there, there are buildings put up, I'll show you some of the technology that is done in Australia. You can take waste, you can take recycled paper, plastic or anything, make this into a composite wall. You know what I'm trying to say? So you can take waste, composite it through the production flow. Of course, the trick lies in the patent that K-Tel has, as I said, and you can do that, and it gives you an R value of 0.128. When I tried to take this process to GTFS certification, I did some trials and errors. Temperature outside of the wall, because when you apply for GTFS, everybody, you got to prove that, you know, the verification, identification. I could see on certain days when the temperature on the outside wall was like 42, this was a couple of months ago. Dalam Bilik, the show house that they have, was 28. I could see temperature differences of about even 14 degrees from inside and outside. That sort of argues well with what Chen was saying earlier. You can't live without aircon. The other key features, as you can see, I'm sort of focusing on this slide, the rest of it will just be buildings. Okay? Choice of quality finishes, it reduces transport. Typical, don't have a construction site, no formwork required. You can even have the walls painted on the machine and bring it to your site. Reduce scaffolding, there are no scaffoldings. Expensive trades, waterproofing, excellent sound resistance, no waste, recyclable, reduce interest on bank loans. Any construction site, any developer, what do they say? 24 months to hand over, but this you can finish it. I'm not going to say or claim that you can do a home in 5 months or a large housing project, because imagine this is only the construction aspect. Then you still have your finishing and your certifying body to come and do it. So I'm not going to turn around and say, by using Kocho, 24 months can be reduced in 10 months. A lot of variables, but the construction time can be reduced. To give you some numbers, I was told by the patent expert that a 24 by 75 or 22 by 75 assuming homes, say you have a taman and you want to build 500,000 homes in a taman. All the walls, all the lintels that I remember I told you about all the variables that comes in a home can be produced in the factory in 3 days. This is assuming you work one shift. So I'd like to drive home some salient features. The walls, the lintels, the foundations. Semua sekali for a taman, say 24 by 75, double-story home, can be produced in the factory, not through human beings, but through precision CNC machines. In 3 days, you bring it to site, you just do the ground clearance, and you just install it like a Lego. No compromises on quality. Then you can imagine what I mean by efficiency in terms of speed. Then you just have your workers to come and paint it, do your tiling, and complete. So you can imagine. So this is what I mean. Excellent for cyclonic regions. I'll show you these examples how this has been proven. Excellent for earthquake regions. In fact, a couple of years ago, in 2008, when there was this earthquake incident in Bandung, the mayor of Bandung called Koto people immediately do up the homes and schools because several of them were affected. I still have the award letters, just because I did a project on this for my MBA. Because they could do it up fast. The construction allows for some seismic movements. Partly because since it's lightweight, it's 1/5 the weight of concrete. Assuming this wall on the right, built out of cement and steel, says 100 kilos. Using Koto, it will only be 20 kilos. So when you have an earthquake incident, remember the wall falls, most of it is fatalities because of the weight. In this case, it's 20 kilos rather than 100 kilo wall falling on you. So slightly, I won't say earthquake proof, but earthquake sort of helps you to reduce fatalities. Superior deflection, reduce crane hire, as you can see, ultra modern, and let me go on. As I said, some examples, a high-speed home and all these things can be done in 3 days. They give you 15 years warranty against cracks and leaks. In fact, it hasn't leaked. Can withstand up to 2000 degrees for 2 hours. When they did the test in Syrim, I was really flabbergasted. When they took a partition wall in Syrim and they did the test, I've got all the lab reports. The chamber that was used to test the 200 degrees, nothing happened. They could still touch the wall. And the first project that Koto and team got was to change